Return of the Mac once again. What's up, guys? CliffBeats, no script off the rip, but the one and only.
Your girl Karen.
I said that because Conor McGregor is returning in July to fight Max Holloway.
Ah, that's right. I forget about this.
Yes. So if you guys are new to our channel, we've been recently dibbling and dabbling in sports, and this popped up. People kept saying Conor McGregor, best knockouts. Karen knows a little bit about Conor McGregor. Karen started tuning into the UFC with me around 2020, 2019.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, 2019, 2020. So she doesn't know much of Conor's career or the UFC previous to that. So we're going to check out some UFC clips. YouTube, please don't come after us because this is a sport. They're going to say we're promoting violence. We are not. We are watching a sport.
It's a game.
Who do you got? Max Holloway versus Conor McGregor at 170, July 11th. Karen's pick coming in right now for all you sports bettors.
Max Holloway.
What round? Or do you think it goes all the way?
All the way.
Okay. Did you see their first match?
That 10-second. No. You know, Max is going to do that thing. It's going to be an ego thing.
Well, remember, Conor hasn't fought in 5 years.
That's true.
Don't know if he has a gas tank.
And I think the last time he fought, he got injured.
We snapped. Yeah, he went to throw a punch in his.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. I feel like he's risky with his moves. He'll come into the game when he's compromised.
Well,
so
yes.
I don't know.
And they even the UFC even acknowledged that, hey, he did have a legitimate injury and went into that fight. Even Joe Rogan has said, like, if there was one fight I ever would have told any fighter not to take, it was Conor McGregor against Dustin Poirier. But he's such a savage. Think about this. He's such a savage. I'm not trying to glaze or nothing right now. In fact, I haven't liked some of his antics. He's coming back to fight Max Holloway. He's not fighting some can.
That's what I'm saying.
When he took time off, he came back to fight Khabib Nurmagomedov. Like, when he takes breaks, and he's worth like $1 billion, he doesn't need to do anymore. Anyways, we're jumping into this. Sorry for the long introduction. Here we go. So Karen's going to watch some knockouts from Conor McGregor. I've seen most of these, I'm sure.
McGregor well in control. Alvarez getting loose, getting better here in this round, though.
Oh, man.
Until that.
Oh, he's done. He's done.
History has been made. Conor McGregor is the UFC lightweight champion.
What a performance. Did it flawlessly. Look at this counter. Boom, over the top, on the jaw. Right hand. And a big one to the temple. Right hand behind it. And Alvarez goes down, and he's essentially done there. I mean, Eddie Alvarez can take a tremendous punch, but Conor's accuracy and power was just too much for him.
He didn't come here to take part. He came here to take over. Nice slip and a little counter. You can see how comfortable on the feet McGregor is.
It's unbelievable. Look at the angles. He circles. He can fight going forwards. He can fight going backwards. Look at that uppercut. Now, Marcus
over the top, looking to finish it here. Conor McGregor, another first-round win.
First round.
Wow. Ultra impressive UFC debut.
That was his UFC.
That was before he had the chest piece.
That was his UFC debut.
Oh, wow.
Look at the uppercuts. It all started with the uppercuts. That's what really dazed Marcus Brimage. And from there, it was all Conor McGregor. There's that killer instinct and accuracy.
Again, the uppercut early was the one that did damage, and uppercuts here lead to the end of the night of Marcus Brimage. Outstanding UFC debut for Conor McGregor.
This is Cage Warriors, not the UFC.
And it's nice posture for striking from Conor McGregor, really throwing the legs to the side, landing a nice big shot.
Trying to hurt Jansen with some shots, and I think he's having some success with those shots.
Yeah, Jansen forced to scramble forward, but he's left himself open for a pretty nasty crossface from Conor McGregor.
Loads of time, Conor. Loads of time.
He's told that he's got lots of time, and he's picking his shots wisely. Jansen just covering at the moment.
Oh, lovely left knee to the rib. He's sitting in that side wedge position, but now just hitting the head and landing big strikes from Conor McGregor. Jansen's going to have to do something here.
And that's it. Neil Hall has called a halt to this. Jansen was not intelligently defending himself, and Conor McGregor wins by ground
reaction from the crowd, which he gets. Yeah, good display from the Irishman, a slightly more measured approach than usual, but getting the job done once again with some vicious hands.
Absolutely, still.
See how smart he was to land that knee to the ribs versus trying to go for
open
someone's
him up.
head because his
Yeah.
knee was in the ground. Yeah.
Put into use that excellent power that he has in both his left and his right. The southpaw fighter.
McGregor always kind of just in range, but far enough away from danger as he starts teeing off.
Brandao looks
Brandao.
hurt. Brandao looks hurt. This could be the end.
Big left.
This could be an early stoppage. Into
McGregor
the first
comes
round
in.
for McGregor. This could be it.
That is it. It is over. And Conor McGregor is victorious. The crowd go
Look at that crowd.
absolutely wild.
Wow. Here we see a beautiful long left hand and then nice follow-up on the floor, ground and pound. But for my money, the job was already done when Brandao hit the ground. It was game, set, and match for McGregor. A fantastic performance, a good body shot there. Possibly took some wind out of Brandao, and it was the straight left rear that sent him to the canvas. Very, very nice.
Lovely handiwork there from Conor McGregor.
Oh, he tagged him in the left, Mike. He heard him.
And up top.
You recognize that person, right? That's the Poirier the first fight.
Oh, he tagged him in the left, Mike. He heard him.
And up top.
He hurt Poirier with that left.
He's very good at utilizing all of his reach, turning that shoulder, fighting long. 90 seconds in. Right in front of him.
He's talking to him now,
Oh, yeah.
Mike.
Hands at his hips. Having a
he heard him.
conversation. Looking to finish the fight.
That's it. Wow.
See how heavy
Damn.
his hands were there? Just
That's the real deal, ladies and gentlemen. Make no mistake about it. Conor McGregor is for real. And he really did just make it look easy. He said he would make it look easy. He made it look easy.
He said, first round KO, mark
right
my
on the ears.
words. All right, Conor, we believe you.
It was an absolutely legitimate stoppage. I mean, that was just glorious. No one's ever done that to Poirier before. McGregor's the real deal, man. There's no doubt about it.
O'Keefe perhaps worried a little in that opening exchange, but settling into his rhythm now.
We saw against Dean Riley that he worked for a head and arm triangle from this position where he twisted it down to the mat. He looks to be going for that again.
Yeah, it's good call, John. Immediately trying to get that grip. You can see McGregor's going to have to be very careful not to let his frame fold. And Steve O'Keefe is squeezing for everything he's got. Oh, opting to drop low, though, immediately. Conor McGregor getting good underhooks into defend. And again, the inside elbows coming in.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
Those elbows to the side of the head.
Man's knocked him out with elbows to the temple.
Cage steel.
wow, Mark Gard noticing Steve O'Keefe
He was out.
unconscious from those strikes. The kind of power that guy can generate is scary for any featherweight in this
Just fell.
division.
And here's the end of the bout. Nearly 10 unanswered elbows, and that was good night for Steve O'Keefe. Uppercut. McGregor.
Chad can't stand in front of him like this.
Oh!
Mendez fires back. Looks for another takedown. Not this
Conor
time.
stuffed it with 20 seconds to go. Big, deep breath by Chad Mendez.
Listen to this place.
Oh! Big shots by McGregor.
Look at the clock closely.
20 seconds to go.
seconds.
Oh, my
Can he
God!
finish him here? Conor McGregor is a UFC interim featherweight champion.
Wow.
Chad had a very good round on top, but with seconds ticking away, Conor McGregor went to work, and he finished the fight.
Let's
And
jaw.
he's the interim featherweight champion.
Oh!
The face of a fighting nation who said he did not come here to take part, he came here to take over. Herb Dean stops the fight.
Again, looking for the rear naked choke. He's got good inside wrist control with that other hand.
Looking to isolate and trap that arm. Dave Hill was wise to it as we get set for a minute
Oh, he's
left
got
in
the
this
body
round.
triangle now, and look at the extension tension he's getting on his hips as he arches in to the back of Dave Hill.
Dave Hill has never been submitted.
It's a lot of
never
pressure.
been stopped. There it is. Conor McGregor.
I didn't know Conor McGregor had a submission.
Jeez Louise. Well, this isn't apparently.
Yeah, this is Cage Warriors, I believe.
Is victorious. A fantastic performance from Conor McGregor, who steals the title in a beautiful way, submitting Dave Hill to earn himself championship gold.
Here we go! Green trunks for the southpaw, the notorious Conor McGregor. Black trunks for the champion, Jose Aldo Jr.
Conor relaxed and smiling.
Oh!
He slept him!
Conor McGregor is the new UFC featherweight champion of the world!
Oh, unbelievable!
That was the beginning of the fight.
That was. I know. That was nasty.
My God! The first punch he threw slept him. It was a straight left, and Aldo connected with a left right afterwards as he was getting knocked out. And then hammer fist, out cold. Boom. Doesn't get any cleaner than that, ladies and gentlemen.
Jeez.
Oh wow, that was crazy. Those are the bests. I feel like there's got to be more.
I don't know. I don't know all of his fights, to be honest with you. I've watched some of them, but this is what this clip says for the UFC, so we're gonna run
That's
with it.
crazy.
So
Wild.
yeah, I mean, like I haven't been a fan of his antics. You know, some of the things that have happened and he said in the past wasn't a big fan of, especially when he was drinking heavy. You know, wasn't a fan of. But you can't deny the man's star power. He literally, like, the UFC was put on the map basically from Forrest Griffin and Stephen Bonner, their fight for the UFC first tough season. But when Conor McGregor came along, he literally catapulted the sport into what it is. I think he's got the most highest, all the pay-per-view buys. I think he's like 7 of 10 or something like that. Something absurd. Absolutely crazy. Oh, I know one they didn't put on here that I know you've seen was Cowboy Cerrone.
The shoulder.
The shoulder. Yeah, I don't know why they didn't put that on here. That was crazy. Maybe this was made before that happened. Yeah, 6 years ago was before that happened. Yeah, man. So my prediction for that fight with Max Holloway, I think Conor is going to wrestle. I really think he's going to come out and I think he's going to scrum with him, but I think he's going to wrestle. I don't know if he's going to pull off a submission, but I think Max wins, but I think he's going to be more competitive than people think.
I don't think that it's going to be not competitive, but I think it's just got to be very hard to come off breaks in general, especially when your opponent has been like on, you know?
Yeah, Max has been fighting, but he has suffered some knockouts. And what Charles Oliveira did to him wrestling wise was really bad. We've seen that last. Remember, it was one of the most for the BMF title. Before that, Ilya knocked him out. Remember? Well, he knocked out Justin, but then Ilya, I think, knocked him out as well. It's going to be tough. I really think it's going to be a better fight. But here's the thing. I think Conor has the puncher's chance. And here's one thing, too, that people don't take into account. Max does not weigh a lot. He's only really fought at 145 and 155. They're fighting at 170. So he's got to pack on, almost 20 pounds of muscle in a couple months, which is not humanly possible. Conor's been walking around rehabbing his leg for 5 years, lifting weight. So he's got actual muscle on him. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it takes a lot to run. Like, muscle takes a lot of the cardio, you know what I mean?
Correct.
Like, it takes so much for your muscle, like, when you have a lot of muscle, for it to run. And I don't know how that's going to function. I'm just saying there's been some time since the last time Conor was in.
Yeah.
And no matter what, win or lose, Max has been active on the fight scene. You know what I mean? He's been seeing new opponents. Like, he's collecting new data, new information. I'm just saying.
That's
I don't
true.
know.
But Karen brings up a very good point. That is very true. But one thing that makes things even scarier, if Conor has been taking it serious, we don't know what's in his bag of tricks. People haven't been watching Conor. They might watch old clips, but if he doesn't fight like his old style, a fighter can't prepare. They're not going to know what the hell to expect from this guy. It's been 5 years. But I mean, yeah, he has not been active. you know, and even with the Poirier fights, the second fight was going good. He wasn't used to the calf kick, which was introduced to the game. That messed him up, got him knocked out. And then he snapped his leg, obviously. I had that round pretty much even. Conor was on a losing end towards the end because he was on the ground and Dustin was controlling him. I would have. That's the fight I wanted to see go 5 rounds. That was great. Conor looked fantastic up until that point, but yeah, man, I don't know. I really don't know. But if I had to pick, I'd pick Max. I'd put my money on Max.
Finding out soon, I guess.
Yeah, we'll find out in July as long as no one pulls out. But it sounds like everyone's very serious about it. What'd you think about the knockouts?
They were crazy. Some of them were really, really intense.
Yeah,
Some of them are like scary.
They were pretty crazy, guys, and we hope you guys enjoy. Like I said, this was asked for. You also asked for the best knockouts in UFC, just in general. We got you guys covered. I wanted to try this first to see how YouTube reacts with me watching UFC clips. Go like, go subscribe. Please show love to the UFC. That's the most important part of this video. I will link everything I can in the description down below. And yeah, man, I can't wait to see what happens. Who do you think's gonna win the fight? Give us a breakdown, all you fighters out there that want to give us your analytics or your take. Let's see what you got. You ready to rock?
Ready to roll.
We love you guys. Stay safe. It's on to the next one. And let us know what the next video is that we have to see. We got you guys covered. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.